আজকে আমার মা, আমার বাবা, আমি আপনাকে ক্যালকাটা কাস্টমস ক্লাবে, ক্যালকাটা কাস্টমস অফিসার্স ফ্যামিলি মেরি ক্রিসমাস বলতে চাই। Today is an honor for me to be here to celebrate one of my heroes, Sir Leslie Claudius. Uncle Les, as I fondly called him, was a man with a big heart. A big heart when he played for India, a big heart when he played for customs, and a big heart when he encouraged youngsters to take up sport. I remember I would come to the Mohun Bagan Club, to the Maidan, where my Baba used to play hockey for Mohun Bagan. And some of the most memorable evenings that I'd have was watching these great stalwarts play with so much of passion and so much of heart here in the Kolkata Maidan. I really got to congratulate the Calcutta Customs Club and the Leslie Claudius committee at the Calcutta Customs Club for such a wonderful job. I was standing right next to the bust of Uncle Les and putting that garland on him, and those eyes behind his glasses looked so real. His hairstyle looked so real. His chin with a little cleft in it looked so real. And most importantly, that wonderful smile that Uncle Les had looked so real. To the Calcutta Customs Club and the Leslie Claudius Committee, a big congratulations. When I was a young boy, I used to come with a hockey stick that was bigger than me, and I'd run around the Maidan learning about community, sport, culture. And growing up here in the Maidan of Kolkata is where my passion to play for India came. I remember Uncle Les was the one person who encouraged me that if I wanted to live a dream to win an Olympic medal for India in a sport like tennis that no one had ever done before, that I could do it. He encouraged me that growing up in the streets of Baliganj and Park Circus and Park Street, that if I wanted to play at Wimbledon, that I could do it. His words of wisdom, his words of encouragement, his words of affirmation, that we youngsters from the city of joy that can be world champions, this man showed us the way. This man showed us how it could be done. And he not only showed us how it could be done, but he showed us how it could be done with grace and humility and humanness. He was the first man, along with my Baba, who taught me that gentlemen can be world champions. I'm so pleased to meet Brother Brandon and his wonderful wife today, because we grew up with a lot of pressure on our shoulders. We grew up to men who shaped our community. We grew up to fathers who were larger than life. And yet we saw them at home as fathers. They had their strengths, they had their weaknesses. They gave the world so much that sometimes when they came home tired. So we saw their human side more than we saw their magic. It's so wonderful to see you today, Brandon, after so many years, because your laughter, your big smile, your big hug, your big heart is what I grew up with. And I want to say that for you and your wonderful wife to be here today is very special to honor one of our heroes of our country. when the Calcutta Customs Committee decided to invite me today, they were very clever, they were very smart. Because they approached my mother knowing that I could not say no to her. That was very well played, sir. It's an honor to have my mother Juliana here today. She bought my first tennis racket. She's seen me in my hardest times. She's always the first to come to me when I'm hurting or in doubt, or life throws me a curveball. She's the first one there. And normally when I'm standing on a podium or when I'm winning a trophy, I go to find her because she's in the back. Juliana, thank you for being a pillar of not only our family, but also a pillar to the community. What you have done in the various positions that you've been in, whether it's in different clubs, whether it's in different foundations, whether it is here today to honor, like you know, my hero Uncle Les, this would not be possible without you. So thank you for extending that invitation to me. Christmas is a time of joy and laughter and presence and happiness. But Christmas is also a time of family. I remember the Calcutta Customs family so much because when Baba used to play against the Customs team, as a young 9-year-old or 10-year-old, I always feared the passion and hard work that the Customs team brought to the field. Whenever I flew out of Kolkata, back then Calcutta, my first time out I was 9 years old, and Baba was taking me to Hong Kong and Thailand. We came 3 hours early to the airport. It was the only time in 40 years my father came 3 hours early to the airport. But when we got there early, the customs officers back then invited Baba and myself to the lounge, and they took us in, gave Baba coffee, got me a thumbs up, and they sat and had great conversations. For a club with 132 years history and heritage, this is what community stands for. This is what culture stands for. And being a government organization and run so beautifully and standing the test of time, I'm so proud of the Calcutta Customs Club and the Calcutta Customs family. Because I learned today that your hockey team came in second, and just on goal difference, came in second, third in the Kolkata League. Your football team and your cricket team are in the top 3 in the rankings of the Kolkata Leagues. And this is something to be very proud of. The heritage of the Calcutta Customs Club is very rich, and today I can see it in front of me. Young children, wives, husbands, officers and their families, friends of mine. I'm so happy to be here in front of you, celebrating and paying respect to my hero, Uncle Les Lourdes. I would not be who I am without my parents, but I would not be who I am if this man didn't show me that we could do it. I'll share a very interesting nuance with you. Growing up in Kolkata, I have Bengali heritage from Michael Madhusudhan Doctor down. I also have Goan, Portuguese, Anglo-Indian heritage. And my name, Leander Pace, is not a Bangla name, but my heart is. And I always thought as a young boy with the name of Leander Adrian Pace, coming from a Calcutta, West Bengal background, from the city of joy, how would that do on the world stage? You know, when we grow up as kids, we have doubts. Auqaat kya hai? Kar payenge ki nahi? जीत पाएंगे कि नहीं? जब लोगों को बोले थे कि मैं विंबलडन जीतूंगा, लोग बोल रहे थे औकात क्या है तेरा, पहला खेल के दिखाओ। वो तो खेल के दिखाए। He showed us how to do it. Every time I had a doubt in my career, Brandon, I remember those beautiful eyes behind those framed glasses. These glasses were always gold. His hands were always big. His hug was always strong. He showed me how to do it. I wouldn't be who I am without him. To the Calcutta Customs Club and all your community and family, Merry Christmas to all of you. I'm so proud of the heritage and history that you continue to uphold with so much of class, so much of culture, so much of history and heritage. I'm very proud to say I'm a part of you. God bless all of you. Merry Christmas. Jai Hind.